G'day and welcome to the first instalment of Prime Land. I'm Sam Townsend from The Land and I'm here with George Southwell of Ray White Rural, and we're here to talk to you about all things real estate.
We've got it all. What's hot, what's not, prices per acre, succession planning and everything in between, with a bit of the commodities and markets thrown in there too, Sam.
Now let's get into it. George, can you recap 2023 for us?
Certainly, Sam. Obviously, commodity prices played a huge part in what was going on. Interest rates a little bit as well. Not the main driver though. It was a bad weather prediction at the end of last year that really knocked us around. However, our price per hectare hit an all-time record high of $7,000 a hectare.
Wow, that's incredible.
It is incredible, and there were some big sales too, Sam, which was really, really good to see. We had Moolin Downs, which was transacted by JLL. Jeff Warner leading the sale there. Up at Inverell, that $80 million sale for 20,000 acres went to Hancock Agriculture.
Yes.
So that was awesome to see.
Can you tell us about any other sales?
Yes, certainly. Gemalong, the crown and the jewel down there on the Hay Plains.
Amazing.
That $85 million sale was transacted by Danny Thomas at Lord. 33,000 acres, a beautiful, beautiful property. But it was interesting, Sam, to note who bought that property.
Who was it?
Well, it went from Netherlands hands to Canadian interests. We had a Chinese-backed company also purchase a big property, Gunderline.
Yes.
Very famous. It sold on the Murrumbidgee River down there for $120 million. And that foreign investment, while it isn't the strongest form of interest we're seeing at the moment, it's starting to filter back in, especially with China reopening up to Australian products.
George, how's the sales kicking off for 2024?
Look, it's a bit early, Sam. I know you're eager.
Oh, we're all eager to find out what's going on.
Everyone's eager. But look, the talk around the traps is that agents are out there and they're talking to a lot of people about making decisions about selling in autumn.
Yes.
Obviously, we're seeing those commodity prices. They're starting to affect people's confidence again and get things going in the new year. Interest rates on hold for a second Reserve Bank meeting in a row. I'd say we're in for a really, really busy autumn. So be able to open up that land and go to the property section, and there'll be plenty of purchases to be made.
And obviously we've seen some cracking rainfalls out, especially in those parts like Nyngan. Is that playing a big factor on people putting their places on the market?
Look, rainfall always affects people in a positive way, Sam. The biggest effect though is those commodities coming into it. The banks are still lending, so that's good to see. Yes. And tied in, all those three factors tied in, and the rainfall. I mean, it's just beautiful at the moment. It's green on the side of the road and it's the middle of February.
And who's buying?
Look, who is buying? Good question. We're seeing a little bit of interest coming back in from those foreign markets. Obviously, China's opened up as well, which is good for the Australian market, but we can't ignore the locals either. We saw Rob Southwell from Southwell Property. Up there at Gunnedah. So he sold Kensal Green and Buran Park, 713 hectares, cotton property there. For $18.5 million under the hammer. The underbidders at that auction, though, were people from outside the local area.
Okay.
So the biggest trend, though, that needs to be noted is that it is corporate family farmers, as I call them, second or third generation.
Yes.
They're going through their succession planning, and that means that they're either expanding or decreasing the size of their farm.
Well, that's Prime Land for this week. Thanks for that comprehensive wrap, George.
No trouble, Sam. Until next time.
This is nice to be in Narromine.
How good is it?
How far was it for you?
Only 5 hours, just down the road.
Yeah, about 8 hours, not too far.
Not too far at all.
I'll tell you what though, in these jackets it's pretty warm out here.
It's a bit warm. That Macquarie River, she's got a fresh in it, Sam. I think I might take advantage of it and go and have a dip.
I don't blame you.